For Pola Reinharz, mentoring young people begins with love and cake.
You can taste the piece now.
In 2005, Pola met then 11-year-old Elijah Jatovsky and his father Ron Lazelle when they delivered a holiday gift bag as part of JFCS's Teen Tzadek youth program.
Well, when I met Ron and Elijah, something in me clicked.
Pola became kind of like this grandmother figure that I kind of had lost with the death of both my other grandparents, and it was really nice to have another grandma that I could come back to all the time.
Pola has perfected the 45-second hug.
Yeah, the 45-second hug. So you walk up the stairs and you knock on the door, you ring the doorbell, you wait I'd probably say around 30 seconds to a minute. Then you hear the door unlock. There's probably 5 different locks.
Not 5, 3.
Okay, 3 different locks.
And then looking through the peephole.
Looking through the peephole to see who it is.
You have to be careful
and then,
nowadays.
And then you walk in. Well, oh, so good to see you, so good to see you. Yeah, great to see you too, Pola. Get the hug. Hug. Keep hugging.
Give a hug and you give
Keep
me.
hugging. So yeah, I'd say it lasts between 45 seconds.
What am I, chopped liver?
It's nice. Nice greeting.
It's a warm feeling, you know.
Yeah.
But you see, it's not only this. I might be an older person, but we still can talk to each other.
With Pola, her experience in going through the Holocaust not only brought to life her story of the Holocaust, but kind of made me understand a little more of what my maternal grandmother went through.
Pola sharing her experiences and what she went through in the Holocaust with him, with adults, but especially with the youth. I think she recognizes just how important and what a great gift that is. And I think that's why she participated in the Next Chapter project.
The Next Chapter program is a Holocaust oral history project where teenage high school students are paired with Holocaust survivors who are willing to share their stories. And so that's how I met Pola. I was lucky enough to be paired with her.
Until 1939, I had quite a nice childhood. Then the war started and everything changed. I had to hide in a cellar, which scared me to death.
At just 14 years old, Pola was driven out of hiding by falling bombs and the advance of the German army. And in the years that followed, Pola was separated from her family, was forced to work at 3 labor camps, and narrowly survived a Nazi death march.
It was an incredibly difficult process for her to relive her tragedy, but she did it with incredible strength, and she was very patient with me because it wasn't always easy for me either.
I went to labor camp, and I had to learn how to work 3 machines, but I had no other choice. Otherwise, they would have sent me to Auschwitz. And I wanted to live. I still received letters from home, but I didn't know that my mother was sent to Auschwitz already. I had no idea because my sister, my father tried to copy my mother's handwriting, so I wouldn't know. But then all of a sudden, everything stopped. My sister was already sent to Auschwitz, the oldest one. She was expecting a baby. She was killed in Auschwitz. My mother was killed in Auschwitz. And my father was supposed to go. And he said, I'm not going to Auschwitz. I know you will do it, so I would rather die here. You can shoot me. And that's what they did.
This book is now available in the archives, and so everyone can take a look at it. It ensures that the stories are never forgotten, that they're immortalized, and it's really a way to commemorate the Holocaust survivors' efforts and their great strength in communicating their stories to us.
At war's end, Pola suffered from starvation and a near-fatal bout with typhoid fever, but was able to regain her health after many months of careful treatment and hospitalization.
You know, I started thinking a young girl to go out with boys. In the beginning, I didn't want to because I wanted to make something of myself. And then I found my husband. It was meant to be. After a year, Erwin was born. We had nobody, and we lived in a hall, but we were happy. And then I expected my daughter. And they grew up. The children got a lot of love. We made good friends. Everything was fine until Erwin got sick. And everything changed. He was such a young, handsome man. He was 6'1", good-looking guy, sport. He loved sport. He was a good student. Once he came home from school, he said, "Mom, I don't know what's going on with me." He couldn't walk. He had a spinal empedoma. That's very, very seldom. It's a seldom thing. 1 in millions get it. My husband couldn't take it. He was a broken man.
After the death of her husband, Pola continued on as the lone caretaker for her paralyzed son, Erwin.
I help him at 10 o'clock before I go to bed in the evening. And then at 3:30 in the morning, I have to get up and help him, turn him and exercise his legs, give him something to drink. And then I go back to bed. Sometimes I fall asleep, sometimes I don't sleep. And then I met Brian. This is my Brian. He came here, he saw my situation, that he didn't know how I managed to do it. So he said, "If you need any help, please let me know." So he arranged for me to get help, which I'm very, very grateful to him, and I'm very grateful to the JFCS.
JFCS helps Pola with home care, somebody to come in and spend time with Erwin, so Pola can get out and do some shopping or just take some time and relax. In addition, we help with house cleaning and just about anything she needs around here. I expect her to give me a call. If something is broken, we can send somebody in to help fix it or help find a way to solve the problem. Also, as a Holocaust survivor, Pola is eligible for reparations from countries like Germany, and JFCS makes sure that she gets what she's eligible for. And we make sure she's not alone, which is how we connected her with Ron and Elijah.
I don't remember exactly what my first feeling was when I saw Erwin, but definitely getting to know him has totally changed me, and definitely has changed my perceptions of looking at other people with physical disabilities, not to judge them by what they look like or what they can do, but by who they are.
He's trying to adjust. I know it's very hard for him. I know as a mother, I don't have to ask questions. I can read it in his face. We tried to help him as much as possible, but we couldn't take away the illness. We couldn't take away the pain. I love my son very much, and I would do anything for him to help him. No matter how old I will be, if I be able to help, I would do it.
I so admire Pola, who, as a survivor, lost her husband and then has cared for her son for the past 30 years. She does so with such optimism and hope, and she's a wonderful model for all of us.